Okay, welcome back guys. In this lesson, we are going to set up the base frame for our keyboard. Okay, so the keyboard is a UI element. So to add any UI element into your project, you first need to create a canvas. This is the thing holding the game object or the object holding all of your UI pieces. Okay, so in the hierarchy, let's right click and select UI canvas. Perfect. Now you can see that in the scene view, another white rectangle has been created. This is your actual canvas. Okay, perfect. This is where we are going to place our UI elements. So what we can do first is to resize this window a bit. Okay. Let's select our canvas and rename it to keyboard canvas, because this canvas will only hold our keyboard elements. We are going to add the other UI elements on a separate canvas. Okay, perfect. Then in the canvas scaler component right here, we are going to select scale with screen size. That way, Unity will try and scale the UI appropriately for every screen size. The proportions will be kept across multiple resolutions and multiple low-end devices. Okay, so for the reference resolution, I like to set it to 180 by 1920. Okay, so it's basic full HD resolution. And for now, we are going to keep the match to width because we will want to match the width for our keyboard. Okay, perfect. So now let's create a basic container for our keyboard. So right click on the keyboard canvas, select UI and image. Okay, let's resize this image a bit. I think I will also rearrange a bit my my layout right here. So let's select the project window, drop it here, and the console also. Perfect. That way the inspector window is a bit bigger. Cool. Now select the image we've just created and rename it to something like keyboard container. All right. Let's now click on the anchor right here and let's press on your keyboard Alt. You see, when you press Alt, it's showing more options right here. So basically, if you press Alt and select stretch along the bottom of the screen, it will stretch your image along the bottom of the screen without any surprise. We will want to stretch it along the center of the screen. Perfect. Because our keyboard will be closer to the center than the bottom of the screen. Okay. So let's make it a bit bigger, like so maybe. Okay, let's drag it down, maybe right here. Okay, perfect. So our keyboard will be contained in this image. Cool. So our keyboard will basically contain 3 lines. So the first line will have the characters, all the keys, Q, W, E, R, T, etc. The second one will have ASDF, etc. And the third one, well, you know what it has. So let's make 3 lines. The 3 lines will be represented by images. So let's right click on the keyboard container and create a new image. Okay, let's maybe call it line 1. And let's recolor it to something like maybe red. Okay, perfect. So now if you create the 2 other lines, so maybe this one will be blue, okay, and this one green. Unity has created them at the same position as the first line. So that's bad, that's not what we want. So let's rename this one to line 3 first, and this one to line 2. Okay. There is a simple way to tell Unity to rearrange our lines in a vertical pattern so that each line holds the same space. Okay? So for that, we are going to select the keyboard container and add a new component. This component will be the vertical layout group. So as soon as you add it, pressing enter, you see that Unity has rearranged our lines quite properly, almost what we want. We want the lines to occupy the whole space of our keyboard container. So for that, we are going to tick the width checkbox in the control child size, like so. So now you see that the container controls the width of the lines. And we can also tick the height checkbox so that the container also controls the height of the lines. Cool. Now all of the three lines have the same dimensions and are placed correctly. So if you resize the container, you can see that Unity resizes it automatically. Perfect. In the next lesson, let's see how we can create our keys. So we're going to create a key, make it a prefab, and drop it in the lines. Let's do that.